Alright, Skull Nation, thanks for being with me. Hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, like, comment, and share this content. Skull, baby. Okie dokie dokie. What's going on, Vikings fans? Welcome to Talk Vikings with me. The season is over. Finished the season in style with a nice win over Chicago. Even though it's meaningless, it means nothing. We're not going to the postseason, but we did get a win in the last game, and good thing. You know, that's probably why I don't get a lot of views for my post-game videos or whatever, because I don't do it right after the game when everybody is still in football spirit, and not the next day when people are going back to work and it's done with football for another week. Well, you're not done with football. It's Monday Night Football. But you know what I'm saying. They're done with their team. Their team just played. So, but whatever. I just started my channel. I just know too much stuff about football to not vent, you know, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do my own channel. Plus, I had a lot of people like, you have to do your own. You just know too much, and you know too much about everything. So, but I'm a really busy man in my personal life, and like Sundays, like I don't just be sitting around. Just like I'm out with friends. I'm always with people at the game, and I don't be trying to do a video right after. And it's just a lot going on. I'm really busy, so I always do it the following day. Maybe that's a good thing, and maybe that's a bad thing as far as like views or whatever. But if you're accurate and you know what you're talking about, you know, whoever likes it, or you're gonna get, you know, I just think you have to know what you're talking about. You have to be accurate, and you know. And I just started the channel, but I'm saying all that to say this: it just served my best interest that I waited the day after the game to do this, because we were kind of anticipating, you know, Mike Zimmer getting fired, but not right after the game. And it was a package deal. Him and Spielman gone out of here. I'm like, God damn, Wilfs. But you know what? I got to give it to the Wilfs, though. They didn't do it like other owners. You know, like they'll fire them in the middle of the season, or like after some, like let's say after that Lions game. Some I thought they were gonna fire him after the Lions game. If we would have lost to the Steelers, Mike was gone after the game. Like, and we almost did. Like the Steelers were coming back. Mike was gonna go after that Steelers game, but I think he was gonna go after the Lions game, because how do we lose to the Lions? Like, I know we had a lot of losses this year, but that Lions game will always just haunt me. How do we lose? We started giving we gave Dan Campbell his confidence. Okay, I heard they just beat the Packers. Hey man, them Lions got me scratching my head. If this is how they're going out, and like Dan Campbell has won the hearts of all the Lions fans and Lions Nation, and he's like crying, and like how many times did he cry this year? Like, and then the Packers, well, us and the Bears, that we're in the same predicament. Hey man, I don't want to go into this slump where the Lions are a better team than us now. The damn Lions, man, like they got my antennas up. I mean, like, if they're ending the season like this, you know they're gonna go into the offseason with that momentum. But they're gonna come and Dan. Hey man, I thought I would never say this, but I'm a little jealous of the Lions. Like, I can't believe I just said that. I am jealous. Oh my God. I can't believe I just said that. But I like what they got going on over there. Like, it seems like their coaches have won the hearts of the fans, won the hearts of the players will run through walls from. Like, I know some people in Detroit, like, they're pretty excited what's going on over there. They just beat the Packers, and they just beat Arizona, and they just like the Lions. Y'all watch the Lions. I'm telling you, they got me thinking. They got me wondering, like. But we still have talent on this team, man. You know, even though our coach is going and just going over what I've heard from the Wills and everything. Hopefully, everything's supposed to be better. They have examined Mike Zimmer and how he does things, and they have examined somebody else or other people, and it's supposed to be way better than Mike Zimmer, or like, I don't know, if he'd been bring like an Andy Reid caliber. I don't know, man. Hopefully, just whatever. But I don't want to go too much of a tangent here, but I noticed a few things yesterday in the game, even though it's the last game of the season. I gotta give it to Mike. You know what I'm saying? I think he won his first game ever as a Vikings head coach, and he wanted to finish in style. You have to understand, like a Mike Zimmer and the era they grew up in. It's all about honor and respect and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I was wondering, like, the only thing I'm not making an excuse for him. I still don't like the fact that he didn't start Kellen Mond. But then again, Mike probably knew he was on his way out, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna get a win here. They have the whole off season. Whoever else is coming, even if he didn't know, I think he had a feeling. There's been too much rumors, and just same way when Doug Peterson was going. Same way most of these coaches when they're about to get fired. Like, it's not a surprise. Like, there's a lot of talks about it. So I'm pretty sure he knew he was going to get fired. Or so he want to go out in style, or he wanted to get a win, or, and I understand that. Who want to lose at their job on the last day? Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you and the manager or the owner got a great relationship, they've been good to you. You don't want to lose, and I don't know. It's just, maybe it's an image thing or a reputation. I don't know, but I really wanted him to at least start Kellen Mond so we can know, so Kellen Mond can have like a full game, or play Kellen Mond for a whole half. Let us see what the kid has. We saw a glimpse of it in the preseason, and I liked the Kellen Mond. I saw a few things that I liked it. I want to see him in a full NFL regular season game. Why won't you play him in the last game? We're not going anywhere. We're not doing. I like the win. Don't get me wrong. Like, I like the win. They came out the first half, because Chicago got a great defensive line, and they got a great defense. But the front seven, some of the best in the league. It's just that back end. So with they got some great defensive tackle, Robert Quinn, and big what's his name? Can't believe I'm forgetting his name. Him and Dalvin Cook always mouthing off. Dalvin Cook, don't mouth off to that man, please. He's like 5 times your size. What's the famous Bears defensive tackle? What's his name? You guys know what I'm talking about, man. But it was a defensive battle. First half, the Bears actually scored in a couple field goals, so they had the edge. But we came out, Zimmer made the adjustments or whatever, and it was good defensive play all through the game. They just made some adjustments on offense, and they came out swinging. Pat P had a defensive interception for a touchdown. JJ started balling. I really think this has to do a lot with Clint Kubiak's rookie season. It's just, man, if Clint would have, because he can just know the play calling, man. Like, but they adjusted. That game was literally like the Seahawks game. One of those games where we were down and had to come from behind. Most of our games we were up and teams came from behind, like that Baltimore game. Like, most of them were like that, but there were games where we came from behind, like the. I'm looking at it right here. Let me see. How many games did we come from behind? The Bengals game, we lost that game though. But the Bengals game, we came from behind. They were looking like a high school team, and then they started scoring a bunch of points, and Dalvin Cook was down. But I'm not gonna go over the games. I don't want to feel no pain in my chest. But like I said, I don't know why he didn't play Kellen Mond. Maybe he wanted to go out in style, whatever. Then second thing, everybody's talking about, the Kellen Mond thing. It was just my concern. I don't know why. Well, I think why he did it, because like I said, he wanted to go out in style. He wanted a win, and he thought that he probably wouldn't get a win with Kellen Mond, whatever. Second thing was a little off. Everybody's talking about JJ's record and how Zimmer. Uh, I don't know. He was like what 9 yards short or something. But like they had the whole first half to get the record. They started off slow in the first half. He picked up in the second half. Listen, okay. Like I can't believe Zimmer is not here right now, but you have to understand like those dudes are like from a different era. It's not about. As a matter of fact, like it's a little disrespectful when the other teams don't want it. Like you're up a few touchdowns. The game is like almost over, and you're trying to like throw the ball still to your receivers because you got to break the record. Like, oh no. Don't add more. What is it? Don't add more injury to the insult. Or don't add more. Like you already know what I'm saying. Don't. I'll use another one. Don't add more fuel to the fire. Like some teams can take it as disrespect. You've already won the game. You're up a few scores. What are you still throwing the ball for a record? It seems, Zimmer is a team guy. That seems a little selfish. It's about me. And, Zimmer don't play that whole diva stuff. Stephon Diggs was out of here when he started doing that. And I kind of understood Stephon Diggs' frustration, but you're not a diva. And I'm telling you, it's things like this that lead up to that diva attitude. Steph Diggs wasn't like that, and he had the Minneapolis Miracle, and then it was all about me. He was a good teammate or whatever, but he wanted what he wanted, and he would throw temper tantrums all the time if he didn't get the ball. Now, I understand why receivers do that, because you got to run full speed and run a route, and when you're open, the ball is not coming. It's like I'm doing all of this for nothing. Like, god damn. But let's not develop another AB or another Stephon or whoever. I don't think Stephon Diggs is one of those. He had his little moment in Minnesota. He won it out, but I don't think he's a diva receiver. You know who I'm talking about, like an Antonio Brown, like a Terrell Owens, like you know what I mean? Those guys. You don't want to create that guy. And how do you create that guy? You just give him whatever he wants. You have to, it's not about you and your record. It's about the team. We have won the game. We're up a few scores. The game is about to come to an end. We're going to take a knee, okay? We're not going to try to do this. It's borderline disrespectful when you're still trying to score points when you've clearly won the game. The other teams don't like that. It's disrespect. So I don't understand what Mike Zimmer is gone. It's over. But like just some of the criticism, and it's like, and certain things people will say about football, it's like you have no idea. I already know the man been here like 8 years and we haven't gotten the result we've gotten, but there's been some factors, and I'm about to explain it. I'm about to go deep in this video right here. Like I said, thank God I'm doing this video after the Vikings lost, which is the next day, and all the news just came out. So I was just gonna do the regular post game video, talk about the game, but this is too much of a topic. I can't just talk about the game and don't talk about the obvious, But, I'm going to talk about the game, even though I'm going to talk about the obvious too. But like I said, it's not all about you and the record. Even though you didn't get the record, man, what was it, 10 yards short or whatever? You will always be remembered as the dude who's 10 yards away from the record, or who, like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody going to forget Justin Jefferson in Vikings history? And this is just your second year. You might break it next year. Like, they have an extra game in the NFL season now. Who knows? They're trying to, there's all this talk about Mike Zimmer being a defensive coach and all of this. Who knows? We might get an offensive coach who's going to feature Justin more. You never know. I mean, like, he's made his name in the league. That record, you can still get it, bro. But I understand Zimmer, not just because I'm a Zimmer guy, but I understand him. Like, and y'all understand it, man. It's not about you. It's about the team. Like, man, one more thing. I make sure I wrote that down. That kid, Smith Marset, watch him. Like, he's going to be a problem. We got something about Minnesota. We've always had great receivers and great running backs. But we've never had great quarterbacks. Since, like, we got to go all the way back to, like, Dante Culpepper was, like, our last all right quarterback. Like, we just can't get it. And then you get, like, a team like the Packers, just Hall of Famers after Hall of Famers, quarterback. Like, I don't understand. It's like certain franchises just, They just get certain players and they just don't get other players, and then certain players get these players and they just. I don't understand it. It makes no sense. But it's ironic how the Packers always getting franchise quarterbacks. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's really all I got to say about this game. I don't think JJ record was. We've already won the game, and we had the whole first half. I can't really get mad at Zimmer because he's, it's about the team. That's the right message to send about to the team. It's not the right, it's not about the individual. And I think when you do that to a young receiver as great as he is, as Justin, you are creating a diva. I'm pretty sure Zimmer has seen it a lot during his days, But yeah, I still like it. I still think this team we have is a playoff team. It's just, stuff just went left. A bunch of close games, the game against the Ravens, y'all let them come back. You're up a few scores, you let them come back. Just a bunch of 3-and-outs all of a sudden from Kirk, and then all the Kirk fans are praising him. What the like Kirk put up numbers, right? But the games like the Ravens game, where he did absolutely nothing in the second half. Like, what do you, or the Browns game, or like the Bengals game in the first half? Like, he plays better from behind. But it was a great win, man. Just looking at the team, the interceptions, Pat P, the defense, it's definitely a playoffs team. And not just a regular playoffs team. This is a team that can make noise in the playoffs. And it just didn't happen. Off injuries here, injuries there, our best players, some of Zimmer's ace guys, like a Danielle Hunter, gone. He's not even gone for a few games for the year. Anthony Barr and him injured all the time. It was a great win, man. Too bad, we didn't get that last week against the Packers. Too bad, the win wasn't really meaningful like how we wanted it to be. But nevertheless, it was still a win, and, even though he got fired, he went out in style. I guarantee you he's going to have a job somewhere else. And if we're going to bring somebody in here, we got to bring somebody in here like Mike Zimmer. Now, let me put that in context. When I say like Mike Zimmer, I don't mean like Mike Zimmer, his way of coaching. I mean somebody who has shown that they can win somewhere else. Because there's a lot of coaches in the league that can win. Somebody who's shown that they can win somewhere else. They, like how Mike Zimmer has shown that he can win in Minnesota. He just hasn't got to the big game. And I'm pretty sure he's learned from a lot of things. He's learned a lot from his 8 years as head coach here, so that if he gets another head coach position, he could take this experience and probably get them to the Super Bowl. He know how to run he know how to have a winning record. He know how to run a great defense. Maybe, the little friction that was between him and Kirk, he learned from it. Or the whole, you got to meet with the quarterback, or you can't just be the defensive side of the ball. You got to be involved with the offense. There are some things he's learned from his time here. So hopefully we can get another coach who was a winning coach, who couldn't get to the Super Bowl or the big game because he had to learn some things, to get there. And then we can bring him here because I keep hearing they want an offensive minded coach. Okay, cool. If we get an offensive minded coach, let it be somebody with a winning record who has learned a lot from their blunders and their time from where they were at, and they can take their experience and all that knowledge and turn it into something big here in Minnesota. Because we cannot go back to being mediocre. We cannot turn into the Lions. We can't go from here, come here, and go back here. Like, then everybody will miss Mike Zimmer. Everybody will rethink everything. So this will be really interesting, man, to see what they do. Like going into next year, going to the off season. But I'm gonna miss Mike Zimmer. Like I said, I'm gonna do a big video on him, and I might leave some stuff out in this video. I might leave some stuff out in that video. But the channel is here. I'm here to stay. If I think of anything, I'm gonna mention it. But it's just too many reasons why I like Mike Zimmer. And my only fear is we're gonna get some coach, because when they're getting hired, when they're in the interview, who don't say the best things? And I mean, like, everybody say, Yeah, I'm gonna be the one to bring your team to the Super Bowl. Yes, I will. I got this scheme, and then you put him in there, and he's like, though, just though. But great win against the Chicago Bears. I hope it would count, but it didn't count. You know, they started off slow. They picked it up. You know, they adjusted like how they have in a bunch of other games. I don't know, man. I hope I just wanted them to do this again another year. It was just. You can tell I'm not satisfied. We're this close. This close. Anyway, man, great win. We're heading into the off season. We'll see what happens. It's about to be very interesting around here, and I'm gonna cover it all. Tap in, check in here to get your latest Vikings news all during the off season, all month, every day, every week. Just tap in, check in with me. I will keep you guys up to date on everything that is going on with this organization. I'm like excited but scared, but it's the weirdest feeling. I've never felt this before, like for real. I'm like excited because I want to. Hey, what if we? Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be negative. Like, what if we go up here? Like, it's just. But then again, what if we go down? I got mixed feeling about this stuff. It's. We'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. You know, I'm bleeding purple. I'm riding with my team all the way, but. It's nervous times right now. These are nervous times, but I'll catch you guys later, man. Check out the next video I'm about to do on this whole firing thing because I got my 2 cents to add in. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Skol, baby.